here today for our first ever Pulsar Summit. So quick round of applause for everyone. Everyone, you guys, everyone worked really hard going into the last few weeks. When Carol shared her vision a few months ago and said, we're putting on the calendar for the summit, we were like, we've never had a summit. What's the summit about? And we all started working and oaring together. It kind of reminded me of our rowing experience last year. But here we are. And I thought rather than finishing our great next few days with the end party, let's start off this summit with a party this morning. So we're gonna have a great fun few days, and I'm excited to learn from each of you and have a chance to kind of be together again. It's been a while since we've been able to do just this. So when I think about our company and what we want to be, and we talk about being world-class, I think that was thrown around, and then at one point I said, world-class summit, that's a world-class thing. Let's make it a world-class event, because that's what we want to be. So today I'm really excited to introduce a longtime friend of mine and someone I admire in many ways. John, for those of you that don't know, John actually started not too far back, many years ago at CSU. John was a student at CSU. He was playing on the baseball team and trying to figure out what he wants to do in life. And he was driving around UPS, and all of a sudden he met a girl, Mayfield Heights. She was cutting hair. They developed a relationship. They fell in love, and he said, let's open up our own chain of salons. What are you doing working for someone else? And they then built, if any, show of hands, who's heard of John Roberts Salon in Cleveland? So John Roberts has, what, 7 locations. They started building it up, but this is where his life really changed and where I said, wow. John realized he had a little knack for secret service. And his thing was, the first time people came to John Roberts, they'd wear a white cape. And that white cape identified this is a new customer. Let's maybe wash her rings, give her a little massage, treat her special. And all of a sudden, he started realizing a knack and one of his passions was for how to make things special and different and give great customer service. So then John started writing books. And I mean writing books, like book after book after book. And I would read these on the airplane. You know, this was like my thing. I'd pick up this one and I could fly to LA and it would be like done with the book. And so he's written all these books. He travels around the world, and these are some of his clients. Over the last 15, 20 years, these are the people that hire him to come in and give training to 500 people, whatever. Later this week, John hosts an event, 500, 700 people, John? Yeah. They come to Cleveland for a few days summit. And so to have the honor of how do we make this world class, and I reached out to John and I reached out to my friend Adam and said, I need some tips on how do we make this world class? And John kind of volunteered to say, Eric, I'm gonna help you do that. We've been longtime friends. So some notes on John is, talks about how some companies, brands, customers can't live without. Do you think it's possible to make price irrelevant? And he's servicing these great companies that are known for so much in the world for their level of customer service. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the Pulsar stage for the first annual Pulsar Summit, Mr. John DiJulius. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone doing?
Good. Great.
So I'm excited to be here. The number one question everyone has these days is, are we in a recession? Is a recession coming? Is it inevitable? Did it already start? And I'm here to tell you that we've been in a customer service recession for over 2 years. And everyone in here is a customer service expert. Besides that you're in business, you are customers yourself. So you've been on that end of the spear where you've seen such a disappointment, especially since the pandemic. According to the American Customer Satisfaction Index, which measures all industries, we have plummeted to a 2-year low. 2-decade low of customer satisfaction. Why? Because of you know, the quiet quitting, the great resignation, the supply chain challenges, the staff shortages, all the things that we've all been experiencing. But there's good news to that. The top 10% of these customer satisfaction companies in all industries outperform their competition by nearly 4 times. So that's really we want to focus. I don't know if anybody saw this about 2.5, 3 months ago. The U.S. Surgeon General came out and said loneliness and isolation is an epidemic. And that's really scary. And it started long before the pandemic.